up? Am I on? Here? What's up? Welcome into another episode of Picks Central. Full cast today. Myself, Marty Mosh, Big Ev, Clemmer, and Smitty. Dukes and Meek Phil behind the glass, as well as Jason. Let's start with a 17-year-old phenom, Cooper Flagg. I know Marty's got his thoughts. Ev has already said right before the program, I got my thoughts. I'm interested to see what you guys want to say, but
I'll listen to Ev.
Listen, you don't see when these videos come out, you don't see the turnover, you don't see a bad pass if he made one. You rarely see a shot getting blocked. You're gonna see the highlights. That's what they're gonna do.
Oh, you saw a shot get blocked and what he did after that.
But the highlights are really good.
I want to hear Ev first because obviously, if people don't know, you should know by now. But Cooper Flagg is basically going to be the number one pick no matter what next year. Unless barring anything crazy.
He also should be a senior in high school.
Yes, he's 17 years old. He is playing with the Team USA on basically the scout team with other NBA guys.
Yeah, he's not on the team. He's
the scout team.
Yeah, right. But just
right.
He's playing against the real players.
Right.
Playing against them.
I just want to that's not a shot.
17 years old, and he's also, I'm not sure if anyone knows this, going to Duke next year. And it's going to probably be, I'm not even going to lie, I think bigger hype than Zion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think that's.
I think it's.
I can say not debatable, but I think it's
as of right, because also we're talking about right now. It's hype, heightening already to what's coming, and for a 17-year-old playing with LeBron James before going to play at Duke is kind of crazy.
I don't know if he'll be as hyped as Zion in terms of Zion was just such a presence. Like he's such a big, massive guy that was jumping out the gym. And in high school, he was probably more hyped. So I don't know if he'd be more hyped. I think he's going to be better than Zion, though.
And also,
that's what I think.
He definitely is. And also, I'm saying the hype is because he is also cocky.
Very much so. And he's got some fuck you in him, which I like.
He's going to talk shit on the court, which, okay, a white guy that's going to Duke that talks shit and is going to be really good is what Duke is. We're back at Duke. We're back doing where people are going to hate him for how good he is. And if you watch the highlights, it's fucking insane what he's kind of doing. Obviously, Rico made a good point. He's not doing there's no turnovers, whatever. But there was a series of no one cutting anything for a minute and a half of him going back, playing defense, shooting a three, passing the ball behind his back. This guy's incredible. But it's kind of crazy. Has anyone else done this for the scout teams, 17 years old playing? It was kind of crazy. I thought he even got invited.
It's crazy he got invited.
Yeah.
That shows you how highly they think of him.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a very good NBA player this coming season. That's
1,000%.
It's crazy. Senior in high school.
I hate that I'm doing this.
He moved up.
Right.
He was class of 2025, and he moved up. At the end of the Peach Jam last year, he was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going now. And
it's crazy.
He reclassed. He's going to graduate, or he did graduate.
How old was Jonathan? I mean, he wasn't good. I don't.
Jonathan Bender.
Jonathan Bender, wasn't he 17?
Maybe.
If you guys Bagley did it, if you guys have done it,
obviously go back to Kobe, but that was a time when the late 90s when all these high school kids were jumping right to the NBA, and worked for some of them didn't work.
I'm glad they have to do 1 year college just so we get to see them. But I for their own sake, for fans' sake, it's great. For their own sake,
it's stupid.
Kind of stupid. He's ready now. He should be able to go. But, I don't know. He's still also going to make a lot of money in college, so it's not a huge difference.
It's different now with the yeah.
I hate that I'm doing this because Marty's obviously going to be just doing tricks on it all year.
I have a shirt made for him.
He's this is the guy I want to plant my flag in. I just think he's the next I think him and plant the flag. Yeah. I think him and Wembanyama are the two guys that are gonna carry the league the next 15 years. I think he's the next great white American star basketball player that we haven't had since since Kevin Love.
Right, then there you go.
But what do you mean,
Kevin?
Well, I mean, it's he is doing great things and he is unbelievable. But if he wasn't white and going to Duke and a dick, would he be getting this much praise?
I think he would. No, I think his
play
play is that elite. I think he will have a little bit of that like Eminem element to him, where it's like, oh my God, he's a white guy doing this. But I think regardless, I think
Michael Jordan at Delaware.
I think regardless, he would be
State and
his hype would be.
Well, no,
insane.
if he was going to Arizona next year, would his hype be?
Yes.
'Cause
They were.
I mean, he could have
him.
went anywhere he wanted.
They
Obviously,
were talking about him before committing to Duke. Like it came down to Duke or UConn basically, and they were talking about him when he was 15, I think.
Yeah, we went to Montverde, which is like the premier basketball high school in America.
Shout out, Coach.
But literally, the entire starting five is like the entire starting five of the team was like top like 50 recruits in this class.
It's just great.
Montverde puts
Christian Leitner, JJ Redick. Who was the other one?
Grayson Allen.
Like
He wouldn't be on this team though if he wasn't going to Duke.
I think if he went to UConn, he definitely was going to UConn.
I
think he would
firmly
definitely
think
still be
that
on
Duke
this
got
team.
him on this Team USA select
Well,
team.
yeah, when you have the best coach ever to coach at Duke, who is also the coach of Team USA for all these years, probably make.
Go back to '92. They had two college guys. They wanted to put one college guy on the team. They had choice between two guys. They had Christian Leitner, went to Duke, and they had Shaq, LSU, and they chose Christian Leitner.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
But they did it because
No, it was not a good choice.
they did it because he won Player of the Year though.
Yeah,
that was
so
the
they
thing that-
said.
It's had that like that was a thing they did where like the Player of the Year is going to go. He wouldn't.
Yeah, there was
Shaq on that
It was
team.
very debated at the time. Like it was at the
For
time,
sure.
It was
But I want the whole
Just
group
more
to-
for the image. You see a young Shaq in the
Right.
iconic Dream Team.
Hey,
That would've been so much
Leitner,
cooler.
Leitner got the dream team. Shaq got blue chips.
Yeah, there you go.
And Blue Chips got him Anthony Hardaway.
There you
Yeah.
go as
The story
well.
of that
did.
was that he
played
was
with him in the practice.
Who is this kid? This is a good actor that you guys got. He can play ball. And they're like, that's Penny Hardaway. He's like, who the fuck is Penny Hardaway? Said you've all seen the TikToks. He calls Orlando. He's like, draft this kid. He's unbelievable.
He says it on the Magic document, like
Yeah,
the 30
exactly,
30 or
yeah.
whatever. He says
Seen
like,
it
like
everywhere.
got this
Seen
is
it-
the guy. Like got to
seen
put
it
him with this
everywhere.
guy.
Yeah.
Dukes, I want you to make sure you hear this. Everyone hears this. You have nothing to do publicly with Cooper Flagg at Duke. You are not allowed to root for Duke with him. You cannot come back onto the train at Duke when this guy is a phenom. Stay with Alabama. Stay with whoever the fuck you want. You get nothing to do with him at Duke.
All right, fine.
Deal?
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fair.
I think that's fair.
Just quietly root for him.
You can personally, whatever you want. Jerk him
Yeah,
off.
but you can't say I can't blog about him. I can't do a TikTok.
I'm blogging about him.
All right.
Now,
I'm
he's
blogging
from
about him
Maine.
Non-stop.
He's from Maine, right?
Yes, he is.
So I get excited.
We get Clem again.
Am I allowed to like
Maine?
him? He's from
Who
Maine.
can like him? It's more that he was a Duke fan. And
Oh, that's right.
Went off.
Right, yeah.
When we
that's right.
started, it was
You were a Duke
him
fan,
or a
yeah.
Duke fan,
Yeah.
and he said they lost its juice.
And he went on the boat with
He went on the boat.
with Nate Oates.
with me.
The rest is
on
history.
the boat
Yeah.
with him.
Number one in the country again this year.
Number one in the country?
They're preseason number one.
They ain't gonna be
Not
number
UConn?
one.
No.
No, UConn won't.
It's all
but
debatable.
Kansas could also be number one as well. But yeah, you don't get him. It's mine, and mine only.
Where's Duke? Is Duke not because of Cooper Flagg? I thought they
Like
would be very high.
7. It's all about preseason number one. Always is like who's
zero.
coming back, and like a lot of veterans coming back. Like Kansas has again, I can't believe it, but Hunter Dickinson is playing
That's
still,
crazy.
and he is on the team, and like he's coming back.
More so, DeJuan
just
Harris
break
is
that?
coming back.
Juan Harris is coming back.
DeJuan Harris has been there for 6 years.
So is and like they also got like Duke is all they have 2 guys coming back as sophomores who are really good, and then all freshmen, but all 5 stars. So like they're gonna be really good. It's just they don't trust the number 1 guys anymore.
I have a question for you guys, you college basketball guys. So Cooper Flagg is the heavy favorite to be number one for sure. I understand all that, and you know,
He has to go number one.
even I knew who he was a year ago, which that says a lot because I don't follow college basketball. Who is the number 2?
Ace
Like,
Bailey.
Yeah, the guy from Rutgers.
And who does he compare to? Like, what's his comp, or how close is he to Cooper Flagg, or where?
I think closer than some would expect, but it's going to be Cooper Flagg.
So
I
unless
don't
Cooper
think-
Flagg has like a catastrophic injury,
No. Ace Bailey could. Like, Ace Bailey's playing for Rutgers with Dylan Harper.
Rutgers is going to be must-watch team.
They have Rutgers basically is like
2
some
top
would
5
argue
picks.
2 and 3.
I'll be
Rutgers.
Wild, yes.
Well,
I'll
the
be at
one
some,
guy,
Now Peichel,
Dylan
baby.
Harper. It's not Peichel. It's Dylan Harper. His brother Ron Harper and his dad. They're from Jersey.
Ron Harper, the
And
Bulls player.
Ron Harper Jr.
Yes.
went.
But you
to
still
got to
get the
Rutgers.
kid there.
He went to Boston. Shout out
But
Don
let's
Bosco.
be honest.
Ramsey,
The
New
reason
Jersey.
why he's going to Rutgers because his brother.
Agreed, but he had to get the brother in there first.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Is this the one that Woj fucked over?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, we don't talk about that though.
No, I mean you can. It's fine. We
He
buried
did.
that
It
shit.
was weird
That's
that
nice.
he did say announce it for him. It was weird.
It's weird.
But-
It's what they do. But
Cooper Flagg, I get Harper's and Ace Bailey's really good. I still don't think it's close, but not that close.
Flagg's just such an he can literally do everything.
He's like
He can
fucking-
shoot threes. He
how
can
tall is
block shots. He can pass,
the
rebound.
game I went to see him live, they won by like 40, and he didn't play his best game because the night before it was like 1 versus 2 in the country, and they beat that team by 25. But he's everywhere on the court. It's
He's like you put him.
remarkable to watch.
You put him with the other elite guys, and he just stands out. Like you can't watch a game he's in and not just be like, look at that guy.
Yeah.
The fact that he has confidence, like against LeBron and all these, like he is. I'm blogging right now. They said that he's a mixture of Jason Tatum, Giannis, Paul George, and Franz Wagner.
Okay.
It was just a funny, like, it's always funny when they say it's a mixture of all of these guys.
He's crazy athletic.
Yeah.
Crazy athletic.
Yeah, they keep saying like I saw that they keep saying like sneaky athlete. Like he's not a sneaky athlete.
Just 'cause he's
an-
white.
He's an
Well,
athlete.
it's
He's just
also
white and a
because-
phenomenal
That's
athlete.
right.
It's also
unbelievable
'cause he's,
athlete.
6'8", and like
Yeah, he's big.
when you see a 6'8", like people sometimes, I think we even said it about Kevin Durant, right? Like the fact that Kevin Durant scores like how he does still is fucking insane. Like he's the same size, same height. He's taller than like Anthony Davis. Kevin Durant,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's like
Right.
we just take it for granted
I know.
because Kevin Durant's whatever now, but it's like it's crazy that he moves that. So when you see Cooper Flagg at 17 years old doing this, it's crazy. I'm very excited. I can't wait. You think I'm annoying now?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I know.
I'm
Final
gonna-
Four.
Oh no, it's championship or bust. I don't need Final Four. Fuck the Final Four.
Yeah.
he's that good. I just don't see them not going far. Like I think he's that type of like he's just gonna win. He's gonna will them to win.
Don't they have the kid in Ngangba too?
Yeah, and they also have I don't know how to say his name. Con Nepal.
Oh yeah, they got some weird name with
Yeah, it's a weird who shoots the lights out. Like
On nipple?
they have
Yeah, it's something.
Knuckle.
bizarre.
pretty much.
Knuckle?
Couple or something.
Sorry.
They have 2 guys coming back too that were also really good last year. We don't
Off
need
an
to
Elite 8 team last year.
don't need to get Duke.
I want to. I
It's
think
more
this-
the highlights. It's not even that you're a fan in the room. It's just more of Cooper Flagg. It's now the story. Like there's not.
We didn't have a star last year in the college basketball. Like it was Zach Edey. It was not a guy who you're like, holy shit.
Famously weak draft. So
Yes.
they said going,
He was
we'll
like-
see how.
Edie was a guy who people resented watching.
Yes.
Flag will be a guy you'd be like, I gotta watch this.
He
guy.
played
He is
pretty
that
good.
type of style, and
So the 2 top picks will be from France next year, you're saying?
I'd be.
Yes.
I don't think
It's
so.
gonna be- yeah.
I don't think so.
There's going to be a top 5 guy from France next year. He could shoot up like Traore or something. But there's one guy who I think could get up to 2. He's a Long Island guy, VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, where's
played
he
at
going?
Lehigh?
Baylor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's legit.
Oh, I actually watched when they played against Flagg's
Flag.
team.
I went to.
I
the
watched
He's
that game on
legit.
TV. Yeah.
I went to the game the next night.
And he's like a kind of
Where's
like
he
a
going?
late.
Baylor.
Yeah, he's one of my. He's my guy next year that I'm going to be watching like pretty closely.
But yeah, his highlights are unbelievable. Like he's dominating the stories right now.
Even you just watch a full like a sped up like a full game. I got to watch a couple when he was in that like the high school thing, and it was just
Speaking
playing against the other league guys he played against Edgecomb's team that watched. Like he truly stands out amongst like there was like 6 other top like 50 recruits on the court.
And he's
He
not
stands
boring.
out
Like
amongst all of
to
them.
Marty's point, he does have a little swagger to him.
A lot I would
knows
say.
And
he's
I know the
Yes.
comparison is Leitner.
A lot.
A lot of Leitner in him. Like he's like, yeah, I'm the man. I'm not really shying away from the spotlight. It's an interesting.
He wants to like go at you. Like he wants to.
That's fun to
go at you,
watch.
Let you know a little
Is
bit.
that is
about
that the
it, too.
preseason right now?
This is
That's
Bartovik's preseason
Number
rankings.
8. Oof.
Yeah, he's wrong. I think he's wrong. But
Hey, at least your top 30 defense projected.
they just signed the guy coaching the from
UConn number 12 to me is still crazy. I know they lost a lot, but
Yeah, it's still
they brought
nuts.
in a lot too.
He doesn't know everything.
He knows that Alabama's not top 5.
the other story coming out.
Wait. Let's go back to U.S. Not for Cooper Flagg. Team USA.
Right.
One, this is I'm excited to actually watch them all play together. I think the Embiid stuff is funny for Twitter, but like also like Jose Alvarado is doing the same. Like he was born in Brooklyn playing for Puerto Rico. It's like let's stop this.
Bronx,
nonsense.
yeah.
Like he was born in the Bronx. He's playing for Puerto Rico. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I think it's funny for Twitter, but like I want Embiid on our team. It's like he's fucking amazing. He should play for our team. They're what, minus 600?
That's what I think Phil
To win it all?
yesterday. Yeah.
Who is the second best? Is it Canada?
I think Canada's got to be one of them.
Canada's fucking.
Canada's stacked.
Yeah.
I mean, they think their guards are Shea and fucking Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and like RJ.
They have
Barrett's
RJ
gotta be
Barrett.
on
They
the
got a
team,
bunch of
like,
guys.
Is
Canada.
Wiggins playing for them?
Yeah, I think so.
Like he's not a bad like.
Oh, right.
Is Wiggins up?
Yeah, but he's
Canada-
not. That's not Embiid, Tatum.
Right. It doesn't compare to like what the U.S.
Oh, I
has.
know.
No, of course, but I'm saying
We're
they have
saying the second
they have a
best.
legit
Silver
like,
medal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, second best is plus 1100.
they have a legit NBA like a multiple All-Star NBA fives and like a legit NBA bench as well.
Did you guys see that tweet that went viral where it was like Jose Alvarado being like, Joel Embiid could never do this. He didn't want to play for his own country. It's like, dude, Jose Alvarado's from Brooklyn. If he could play for Team USA, he'd leave Puerto Rico tomorrow.
Not the same Olympic
Bronx,
committee,
though.
but my favorite.
We
of all
just,
time.
did you miss that conversation?
You already just said
We
that.
just did the whole thing on that.
Sorry, someone in the chat said it. I was trying to get the
I
odds
literally
up.
just said Jose Alvarado.
I was getting the odds up, my bad.
Christ
Did
the
we
King
mention
product.
that Joel Embiid's the only member of Team USA to not play in a conference finals?
And there's Phil.
Just saying.
That was funny.
Also,
like a
I will say irrationally, Halliburton being on this team just annoys the fuck out
Oh,
of
yeah,
me.
there's
I love that Phil. By the way,
not
Phil,
one Nick on the team. Also,
Phil throws that dagger at Smitty.
Brunson broke his hand, but they picked Halliburton over him before that.
yeah,
anyway.
before the hand
Which is
too.
crazy.
Phil, were you even alive when the Knicks made the conference finals?
I was 2 years old.
Or
So yeah.
you can't say shit to him.
Well, you asked if I was alive, and I told you I was. So fuck you.
Whatever. Just wait till next year.
Oh, they got Edie too.
Oh yeah, I think you might still be waiting there, Smitty.
I don't know about that.
All right.
Edie and Olenek has a fucking double dip inside.
Edie's playing like because I
Yeah.
know he's in summer league right now, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
he's playing. I mean, I think he should. I would think he's going to be their starting center.
he had a
could
good
cover the
he had a
spread.
good game. Yes.
Also, I think it's a really good experience for these guys too.
Nikhil Alexander
Also,
Walker's a very good player. Brooks is
summer
good.
league.
And then Dort can lock down anybody.
They got some. They have some solid wings. I like it's not obviously not as good as USA, but I mean,
No,
they
but
definitely have
they
a lot
catch
of
USA
NBA.
on a rough night.
They have Wiggins. Where's Wiggins?
I think it probably went over more, maybe.
All right.
I thought the Warriors were trying to keep
I don't think
Wiggins
he's on the
out.
team.
Yeah,
Wiggins not on the team.
the Warriors
Is
were
he
like
not?
trying to keep him at the Olympics.
Oh, yes.
Is
they
Jamal
are.
Murray not playing?
I don't know.
Is he Canadian?
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, he is.
So we 0 for 2 on that call?
Yes.
That was Jamal Murray, not
Oh,
a
1 for
fucking-
2. He said Shea.
I could have swore I saw. Hold on.
I said RJ Barrett too.
That
RJ's
won't get
on the
clipped,
team.
though.
Who?
Did you say it, Rico?
No, I didn't say it.
Then it
So
won't
there
get
you go.
clipped.
Exactly. It won't get
No,
clipped.
they won't clip me being wrong.
No.
Well,
to
but
look this
we
up,
also
I think
don't.
Jamal Murray he's talking about the Olympics. I don't know.
Yeah, Jamal Murray Nuggets contract on the back burner until Olympics end.
What country is he from?
Jamal Murray's commitment to Canada for the 2024
All right.
Olympics
Yeah,
has
he's
caused
from
delay in his
Canada.
contract.
Fix your website, Biba.
I would say I was pretty confident he was.
Yeah, fix your website.
It's probably
Biba.
Trudeau's fault.
That's
That's the prime minister.
Yeah,
Canada.
Oh, okay.
Well done, Dukes.
No idea.
You didn't know that? I think you're gonna make a
knew
joke.
as soon as
I was
he-
waiting for him to make the
Yes,
joke.
yes.
All right.
Now you've thrown him for a loop.
Yeah, he's like
we're not having
brains
a
in a
topic.
pretzel.
There will be not
It's a
a new
prime
topic
He
minister.
would
for
like
another
making
10
fun of
minutes.
Trudeau, too.
Yes,
If
you
he,
would.
If
Would
he
love-
knew about Trudeau, he'd like making fun
Yes.
of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. He's right. He's right up your alley.
There's a lot of
Make fun
material
of.
there when you look back at Kevin Garnett photos.
Yes.
Rico's got enough to worry about. He can't be worrying about that.
It's like an SAT question. KG is to gas. What?
Oh.
I was gonna say Rico was like smiling, but there was nothing going
No,
on there.
no.
He's
Zero.
Somebody's also saying
trying to
that
put the wires
Edie's
together, make the
out.
bulb light up,
Edie's out for the Olympics.
I'm going to look up and I'll come
just to
back.
get ready for the NBA season.
But that was the other story I had coming out of summer. Edie's, I know it's one game. Edie looks good. He's running the floor.
Yeah, it
both
doesn't.
ends.
There was actually just a clip I just watched of Mavs Summer League head coach Jared Dudley discusses misconceptions
yeah.
about what's valued by decision makers in NBA Summer League. There will be 25-point scorers here that will not play in the NBA next year. There will be some guys who average 5 or 6 that will, which is kind of,
That's agreed.
which is wild. But like even Ricky Council yesterday, 30
19 points.
19
Fourth
points in the
quarters.
fourth quarter. Like I don't know. It's just
But that's spring training too. Like those guys will get extra bats because you want a second look at it and make sure they fit. It's like you're not going to get if you know a guy's making the team. It doesn't really matter if he plays.
Well, also, I
and
think
you're
there's
also not
a
playing against. You're playing against
That's all of it
other
too. Right.
guys trying to make the 12th spot on the roster.
Exactly.
Well, that's the
you
thing
have to
with
take that into consideration.
Yeah.
these guys are all guys like they're trying to find roles. Where like I think I saw Michael Porter Jr. say this on a podcast. They asked him about finding your role on the team. He was like a guy like say the guy that's averaging 25 that's like ball dominant. Guess what? He's not going to do that in the real NBA. Right. But the guy that can play defense, grab rebounds, make a couple open threes, like that's the guy that's going to actually carve out a roster spot on a basketball team. Like the guy that, like I think Mac McClung is very much that guy where he goes in the G League, he averages 30 a game, he does these exciting dunks, but guess what? He's
undersized
10th guy on the team.
Right.
You can't just his best attribute is being ball dominant. Guess what? You're never going to do that in the real NBA.
If you're a fringe guy in sports, it's better to be a specialty.
Yes, absolutely.
Like a relief pitcher that
Absolutely.
can go, or a backup catcher, or like you said, a guy that can hit a couple threes, and then you'll have a job in theory for a while. But
you know who looked good? Jared McCain.
Yeah, he did.
He was driving the ball
He
too.
looks
which
he
was
looks like he
impressive.
looks like Mini Maxi out there.
He does.
Honest question: do you guys actually care about the NBA or the basketball Olympics anymore?
Yeah.
no.
This year.
Yeah,
No,
because
but
there's
care-
so
what do you
many
mean by
events
care?
in the summer that I don't want to watch, or there's people you don't know. Like,
Yeah,
this
like
is
what did it affect? Like, I get people getting into hockey in the U.S. during these times because I mean, it's just generally underdog. Same thing with World Cup, but basketball, it's just like
yeah, because
by far and away the best product should be the United States every single year.
yes, but
And
here's the thing: they
you're never going to be the better than the dream team.
they took away these guys all playing together in a meaningful game because the All-Star game is just out; it doesn't exist. So this is the only one where you get all of the best players competing for something. I don't want to playing full out. I'm sure they take a little bit off, I guess, against some of these teams.
Educate me.
They're going to beat by 90, but you get to watch these guys all together. It's the only time you get to do that.
Educate me for a second. When's the last time we've had the Olympics basketball? This like everyone playing together, like when LeBron playing. When is LeBron?
I would say
like,
last year.
The like Olympics.
2012.
Yeah.
They take off the
saying,
they
like,
take off the
2016 and 2020. 2020 was a COVID thing.
That's what I'm
so
saying.
it's
So
weird.
we haven't had it in 2020. Like FIBA, I'm saying like full, like every, because I feel
but
like
they
we have
added
not
the
had this
Olympics
full
So I
team.
guess 16 then.
Yeah, like that's why I'm
Every
like
4 years.
I don't know. It's kind of
Kinda cool. I mean,
cool to
I'll
see
say this: the
everyone
only
playing together.
second I'll watch the Olympics is gonna be the basketball, but I'm not gonna like watch every game. Like I'll watch it.
No, it's games they're going to win by 80.
I'll watch them because they're during the day.
There's like
All right.
3
11, I saw Jeff Tilo, Olympics expert, posted the first 3 starting times. It's like 11 a.m., 3 p.m., 11 a.m.
All right, well that helps. Then.
Like perfect times where there's
Right.
like only there's maybe going to be baseball depending on the day of the week.
Right.
I enjoy watching it because one, it's like basketball. It's the only time you get to see all these guys play together.
Competitively.
And two, competitively, and two, I think that we're difference between like the dream team is like everyone said kind of has like uplifted the rest of the world when it comes to basketball. Where I don't obviously know what the odds are. I imagine when the dream team played, they were minus 10,000.
Oh, they would just destroy.
And now they're
you.
minus 600, which
Right.
obviously is a massive favorite when it comes to like you versus the field. But at the same time, basically every team they play, there's probably going to be like multiple NBA players on the other side. At least like some of the games.
That wasn't the
especially
Not that way at all before.
and that's what I'm saying. So I do
was
think you
never
get
the
more
case.
competitive.
Never.
You actually get to see them play. Like for example, I think their first game they're like 12-point favorites.
Yeah.
So they're like obviously big favorites, but it's not like they're minus like 28.
Weren't they like 40-point favorite, 35-point favorite? It was
Probably.
crazy.
Also,
Like I
look
bet
at
when they
certain
play the
countries.
gold medal game, when they play against like France or whoever, like Canada, whoever it ends up being, I bet they only end up being like 8-point favorites. I think we're gonna see some like competitive games with them.
what I was saying before. LeBron hasn't played since 2012. I saw on the Olympics.
All right.
So it's like kind of cool that like he's playing for his last.
His
time.
last one.
He hasn't played in 12 years on the Olympics. Like
Do we know it's his last one? Watch Bronny. Have Bronny do it for you.
Oh, stop!
Well, no.
We can't finesse them.
I'm
USA
kidding. I'm
team.
half
Oh,
kidding. I'm half
wait.
kidding.
Imagine.
Bryce is coming up soon too. So.
They say he's better.
They say he's better, right? Yeah.
so he's bigger. I know,
But
too.
yeah, no, I think it's kind of cool. I get what you mean because it's not like we should win. But I saw we were talking about this a while ago because this is the first time that 5v5 USA versus international like if they could all combine, not just stay Canada like whatever Luke is from. I forget where he's from.
USA versus
Yeah.
the world, basically.
USA versus the world we might lose now.
maybe.
Yeah.
It actually has been a big discussion. They did like R5 versus like the world's
Bev was
5.
talking about it.
Yeah,
It was like who was it was Shea, Luka, obviously like Jokic,
Yep.
Giannis.
You get
Who was the
Wembanyama.
You could just go Wembanyama.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't on the graphic I saw, but you definitely could go that route.
Embiid could.
Embiid.
Yeah, but now
I
he's.
think you
he's
can't when
now
you're
a
playing for Team USA.
Yeah.
But
No,
I agree with you. I would say you
Yeah.
could. He obviously wasn't born there. I think it would definitely see. Then you have like Steph, LeBron, like Durant, Tatum.
Kind of a washed team besides Tatum.
We're getting
Like,
old.
maybe not washed, but like
The older.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't have Anthony Edwards. You know, like
The only thing is, I don't know if the foreign side has that much depth.
I think he probably have more than you think.
bring out Dario Saric off the bench.
Nick Batum, France version.
Yeah.
Yeah, go nuts. Guys like that always go crazy in the
Yeah.
FIBA
Who
and
was
the
it?
Olympics
Fournier,
stuff like
right,
that.
right before he came to the
Yeah,
Knicks. Did he go
Fournier go
nuts?
crazy in
who
it.
was on the team this year? It's the Bahamas. I think it's like Buddy Hield.
Yeah, they made it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like
They got a few guys that are
Buddy
pretty
Hield.
good.
Somebody else was like the Bahamas are making runs because
Doesn't
Greece
look like
just
it.
made it with
Yeah.
Giannis, which is
Yeah, they had to grind for it.
well, yeah, I think it's just him and his brother.
His
right?
brother.
Tanazis, he tore his Achilles.
Did he?
Oh no.
I found that out yesterday. I didn't even realize.
Oh no.
I told Jack, I was like, he has a podcast, it's analysis. I'm just seeing clips from it on Instagram. And he was like, yeah, because I was like, oh, is he playing the Greece team? And he was like, no, he tore his Achilles that game 82 where you're playing for nothing, and they just play like everybody, and I guess he tore his Achilles.
Bahamas didn't make
I didn't
it.
even know.
Bahamas didn't make it.
Oh, they were in a game like one away.
Yeah, I remember
That's
it's
what
the
it was.
one and
I know I saw a crowd. They had to win that game to get in.
There was. I want to ask you guys this. I feel like there's been 3 Olympic basketball teams, Team USA, that will be remembered. It's like going into an Olympics. It's the Dream Team, the Redeem Team in 2008, where they didn't win in 2004, and then
Yeah.
everyone came back, and then this team for some reason. It seems like this year everyone's just like, let's do one last ride with LeBron.
yeah.
It definitely is when you look at it, even like in the future, like just seeing like Curry, Durant, LeBron, like you're seeing some like true elite guys that you might not see them again. I mean, Durant, good chance you don't see him again. Curry, good chance you don't see him again on this team.
Yeah, 4 years is a long time.
And people forget that's kind of how the Dream Team was. Like
So Bird and
Magic and
Magic.
Bird were
Magic
old.
and
Like
Bird
those
was
guys, like you're kind of getting the last
Magic
of
was
like Curry,
retired.
LeBron.
Magic was basically retired. Bird
That's
was
what I'm saying.
still in his-
Levine-
That was the last competitive game Bird played.
That's what I was saying. The
2020.
last
Bird waited until after the
No
Olympics
one-
to announce it, but he was done with the Celtics.
no one played in the last one.
this
That's
team
where
sucks.
that's where I was like. That's why I think people are like this one because they all like opted not to play.
Keldon Johnson being
Yeah.
on is wild.
They won the gold though, right?
We sent JaVale McGee out there.
We won the
He
gold.
did
though.
center.
Yeah. This is 2016.
Oh, that team's stacked.
Shout out Melo.
Michael
That's a good
Carter
squad.
Williams.
Did you see that? Did you see that 1v1 Melo and Julius Randle clip this week?
No.
Oh, it's great.
One of them playing 1-on-1?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like playing at Summit with that where everyone
Yeah.
plays. It's a
Hoodie Mello.
oh, it's great.
Hoodie Mello is special.
So we're all USA basketball guys, and Smitty's just a World Baseball Classic guy, I guess.
The fuck does that mean?
I
I don't know what.
don't even.
I actually can't even.
No,
put
I want an explanation of that. What does that mean, Meek?
You had Captain America Trey Turner in the World Baseball Classic. Good for you. We could have USA basketball over here.
So Trey Turner is still good though.
Why?
I don't. I
All
just
Star.
some days he just derails it.
That's
I have
fine.
no idea what he's saying.
Let's talking shop.
It's come to
That's
my-
not talking shop. That's just that's literally just saying.
Yeah, that's
Very weird things too.
I mean, Smitty's actually got a guy on his team on the team.
Yeah.
We
got
can't
no
say
Knicks.
that. Yeah,
No
we
Knicks.
can't
There's
say
not
that.
one Nick on the team.
what I was going to say earlier, Meek. My favorite Embiid playing for like USA instead of France or Cameroon story is in the World Baseball Classic. The first year Mike Piazza played for Team Italy.
Yeah.
Phoenixville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he's the
It's
manager.
hilarious.
I honestly love that so much.
He's really thrown himself into Italian baseball.
I think he
Yeah.
owned an Italian
Yeah.
soccer team that had like bankruptcy or something.
It's
Yeah.
come to my attention I showed the wrong Canada roster.
Oh, there you
Yeah, I think we're.
Can we see the
Can we see
It's
the real one?
2023.
possible?
but
Can we see the correct one?
yeah, I think this
Is that
might
possible?
Yeah.
I'd be
I
curious
also,
to look at
for
it.
the record, I went to their website. You
Okay.
guys saw
All right,
that.
fair enough. Alexander, R.J. Barrett,
Oh, they have the Scrub Brothers.
Dylan Brooks, Dort, Shea, Trey Lyles is good. Jamal Murray, Nemhard's good too.
I'm waiting to see what he means by the Scrub Brothers, and I'm
get
counting
to
the
the
last
bottom.
names, and I look at the bottom. Fucking asshole.
the Scrub Brothers.
Scrub Brothers.
Sounds like a diss.
That must have been
That's
the most
phenomenal, though.
confusing thing during recruiting trail. Like a guy, an assistant coach comes back days before, and you're like, "What'd you get?" Well, I got these Scrub Brothers. Yeah, okay, like that's a funny story. They stink. What else? Tell me, like, no. We're recruiting the Scrub Brothers. I'm telling you, the Scrub Brothers can play.
Scrub Brothers.
Scrub Brothers. Like a nickname.
And somebody from the chat said there's going to be one more cut, so this isn't even official yet.
Okay.
They made cut a scrub brother.
Which I think is right because they're trying to make room for Wiggins. I don't
Yeah.
even know what the situation is. It's weird.
I don't know either. But yeah, Edie looks good out of the summer league, so we said that. Paul Sewald meets Frank the Tank for the first pitch. He can't get an out now. He's got the worst ERA in the last 4 or 5 starts.
It's actually incredible. It gets
He jinxed OG. I mean, he really might be a jinx.
I mean, look at the Mets.
Yeah.
Everything.
it will never happen because he's so like Mets heavy, and that they shouldn't, even though they invited a Mets fan fluffer class to throw out the first pitch since the Bank Park. But if Frank has anything to do with the Phillies, I would physically get involved. Like
4 appearances, 2 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 3 home runs, 3 Berlin saves.
Besides all this nonsense, the Diamondbacks are really weird this year.
Very weird.
Like, what obviously
They're about the same as what they were last
I don't think
year.
it's crazy. It's just funny. Like, that's how crazy baseball is.
They're a different team, though.
They're such a different team.
Corbin
What
Carroll,
ways?
Corbin Carroll's been horrible.
Yeah.
He's just hasn't been.
Allen's
great.
been hurt.
Allen's been hurt.
Yep.
Eduardo Rodriguez is supposed to come in.
Montgomery is just a bad pitcher.
Batting practice.
he'll level out.
Yeah, no, I don't think anything wrong with it. It's just
Yeah, but they're different, but they're the same in the sense of where they are in the standings.
Christian Walker's
They're
back.
I guess so. They're 500, right? You know,
They got to
so-
fight for a wild card.
They also, I mean, they caught lightning in a bottle at the
Yeah.
same time. I mean, it wasn't.
agreed.
They were this
Agreed.
consistent team.
But we're also looking
defense
at a
was
team where the
Pitching got hot.
we're looking at the World Series and the Rangers are telling people they're going to celebrate.
Rangers are
Rangers
probably
are
going
gonna
to
sell?
Yeah.
So there's everyone everyone is available.
Yep.
If Cohen,
Except for the young guys like Evan Carter.
Yeah. But he named like
what kind of
8
year
guys.
has Verlander been out? What kind of year is Verlander? out?
So Verlander is out right now. It's a really interesting.
I know he's on the Astros, but
So
they're
it's
back
interesting
in whatever. Never mind.
Well, it's,
I was gonna say Cohen. It would be really interesting if Cohen just goes back in on fucking Scherzer and.
Clemmer has an
and
interesting
Verlander.
tidbit I'd like to hear him talk about.
Yeah. Thank you, Phil.
All right.
No, Phil and I have been tracking this all year. So if Verlander hits 141 innings, then the Mets have to pay $17.5 million next year. His option will pick up. If Verlander does not pick up 140 innings, then the Mets are $17.5 million more to spend next year on hopefully Juan Soto. So a boy can dream.
That's saying.
But so because of this IL stint, he hasn't pitched in a month. Because of this, Verlander's not going to hit the number.
Okay.
So the Astros, though, are playing a lot better. They're over 500 right now. They're getting their shit together. The
Yeah.
Rangers haven't figured out. They have DeGrom waiting in the wings in August, but they're running out of time. I think, what are they, 9 games under 500 right now?
Hey, they almost missed the playoffs
Oh, we're
last
saying
year.
Tommy Smokes is doing something with basketball?
If they
I think
sell,
our video is finally coming out.
if the Rangers sell back, fucking, I'd like to see the Mets go after DeGrom.
Little how the sauce is
Bring him
made.
back.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
Let me tell you, that's a guy who is going to go down as one of the most disappointing, like.
It's gonna look so sick.
Yeah, Dana will work his magic.
What?
And it just goes like this.
By the way, people on the team may have wanted him to take the last shot of a close game at one point during our season. Just to bring that up.
Yeah, we also had the worst playoff coach of all time.
We ran into a juggernaut. We did run into a juggernaut.
Well, you yelled at us, so I had to come back.
Why did I didn't yell at you
You
at
know
all.
I love Coach. You know I love Coach.
Yell at you at all.
I'm a big Coach
We're
guy.
exempt.
We didn't. We didn't fully go through all the All-Star snubs. Who's the biggest All-Star snub for baseball?
Christian Walker.
Christian Walker. It's not even close.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Not even close. Look at like
Lindor.
Walker's
No, Walker's not even close. And that's coming from a Mets fan up there too.
Walker's has been much better than Pete Alonso.
Yeah.
Walker's like a down ballot MVP guy.
Put their comparisons side by side.
No, I completely agree with your take, 100%. I'm just saying Lindor. I think it's
Lindor deserves to play in the game because when he called the meeting and he turned it around, he's been the
No
captain.
one cares
the
about
meeting,
that.
the
Though.
war.
You gotta stop saying that. No one
But
cares
his
about
season numbers. His season numbers are
Yes,
All-Star
that
caliber.
matters.
Yes.
The calling a meeting and turning the season around doesn't. No one gives a fuck about. And also, the Mets season isn't turned around.
Well, yeah, it did. I mean, it did.
Definitely
I mean,
turned
Yeah, but it's not
around.
complete. Like I'm just
Not
saying,
completely
All-Star wise though, no one cares about that. They
he's
care.
got a 3.1 WAR. I mean,
Is he?
He should be an alternate.
Yeah, I think.
He's not popular enough to be a starter, but he should be an alternate.
Yeah.
He's not.
I mean, what are you
He's kind of fallen off.
He's not.
You're so proud that you have like the all-star starters. Congratulations.
Yes,
Yeah, you should be proud.
Yeah,
Fraud.
seven all-stars. Seven all-stars. Almost the entire infield. It's great.
Cool.
I don't think there's.
It is cool. It is cool.
I don't think there's anything you care about less as an adult than the old.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You're crying about Lindor being an all-star snub, and you're fucking coming at me for being happy that the Phillies have 7 all-stars?
Okay, so here's my issue with it. You were excited.
Why are you coming at
Let me
me?
explain it. You were excited that your players are more popular. That's pathetic.
No, I said if Lindor would like to be an all-star starter, he should probably be more popular, which I think
That's
is an
what-
objective truth.
That's stupid. But it's stupid. You're proud of this. You're proud your Phillies players are so popular.
I am saying that all-star fan voting has a lot to do with being in an all-star game, specifically as a starter. So if Francisco Lindor would like to be a starter in the all-star game, he should probably be more popular.
Popular also means you're really good.
No, it doesn't mean that actually.
Why?
Because many people are popular that are not very good. Many things are popular that are not very good.
Name someone that's really popular who's not good?
Jack Black.
No,
Thank you.
in baseball, and Jack Black is very talented.
Self checkout.
You'd see years where Cal Ripken Jr. made the All-Star team way beyond him being a good player anymore. Because he's popular, because he's been around forever.
Yes, but he was popular because he was good.
Was good, not wasn't.
Yeah,
good
but
at
we're
the end.
talking about right
no,
now.
but I'm saying just because someone wins an All-Star, if someone's an All-Star starter, doesn't necessarily mean they are the best.
Obviously,
Popularity.
we all know that.
You just said the opposite.
But you're taking it like
Get
a
around.
dig.
Usually, when you're popular,
And you're
usually good.
you're comparing like Lindor to Trey Turner like it's fucking David and Goliath. It's not. It's still
never
pretty
did
close.
that at all. I never did that.
Okay. Trey Turner starting shortstop.
Yeah, and Trey Turner's
Awesome.
awesome. Trey Turner's is an excellent player who deserves to start at the
There you
All-Star
go.
game.
Smitty, how much did you vote for every Philly?
How much did I personally vote for
Yeah,
every Philly?
how many
Well, I mean,
emails
you
did
could
you
do
have?
you could do it what 3 times an hour
Yeah,
per
did-
person.
Did you have like 8 different emails? Did you have dead people vote for them?
Now I think that Meek actually has done this.
Yeah, Meek definitely.
Meek's mad
Definitely
he
has
did it
rigged.
for
He
Lindor
has
and it
rigged
didn't work.
all-star elections. Somebody get Dominion on the line and fucking hire Meek.
I don't know if this applies too for MLB, but I know for the PLL, they have like little kids vote, and I said that to vote on the All-Star game, you should be 18 plus. Like, I think it should be just like
I like
voting.
that. I like that.
Just box kids out of.
Like box the
Just
kids.
ruin
Like,
kids'
people are like
enjoyment
get
for the
kids
game.
involved in the game, grow the game. No.
Yeah.
We really think
It
back
should be from 18 to 60.
It used to
back
be
in
so
the
much-
day was the actual ballot. And
Yes,
you
it
would
was
punch
so
the
much better.
hole. Do we actually think they really counted those ballots?
No, never.
Is that
Oh,
real?
you don't think so?
Would
Swear
you,
to
like,
God,
get it
I
into,
don't
like,
think they counted
Would
them.
you like get a magazine?
No,
and,
no,
like,
no. You have to go to the
No,
game.
you go to the game.
You have to go to the game,
and
and
there's
it's a
like
ballot, and
stations.
you punch the holes.
You punch the
No,
holes.
they
in.
never.
That's
They
no
never
way.
checked one.
So much better
Zero
than what we have now.
They laughed at everybody. They're like, "Oh, you bought a ticket to
Now you
come
have
here? We're
mail-in
throwing that out."
Yeah.
It
Throw that shit out in a
It was
second.
so what they have now is so stupid because then you just have people just on like who have nothing to do like manipulating the entire vote. I'm not saying Turner doesn't deserve it, but it's stupid.
No,
It was so much better.
Johan Rojas, who got sent down in the minors, make it into the second level of All-Star voting this year. Yes, that was manipulative. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper,
He's popular,
and
so he's good.
Alec Boehm, who leads the league in doubles and RBI
Rojas
starting,
popular?
isn't an
He was
issue.
made it the second tier of the All-Star voting.
I think it was a joke.
It's a joke. Martin Londo it was a joke that they were trying to vote him in the All-Star game.
Dude, we manipulated the MVP
I think you just had
for
Philly fans.
Mitch Trubisky. Barstool did
What-
that.
The Rojas thing wasn't a joke. Philly fans were just voting for every Philly and just and stuffing the ballot.
Yeah, that's
So what?
half the
Yeah, that's what you
That's
do.
why you have 3 starters from your infield. That's why.
No, Bryce Harper, other than Shohei Ohtani, is the MVP favorite, playing Gold Glove first base. Alec Boehm leads the league in doubles and RBIs at third base. Name a better third baseman than him in the NL right now. Go ahead,
I
Clemmer.
can't.
Go. Can you?
Do it.
No, yeah, Clemmer,
do
go.
it right now. Do it.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, thank you. Think.
Arenado's
Do
not having
it.
the best year.
No, Machado's having a bad year too.
Yeah. Is there also Raleigh?
Austin Riley's having a bad year.
Chris Bryant's having a pretty good year.
How is Chris Bryant doing?
He's been injured for a
Chris
while.
Bryant.
Dukes, honestly,
Don't you
this
ever
is not a
fucking
shot.
not even playing?
This is not a shot. Dukes, what team is Chris Bryant on?
Rockies.
No,
Alright.
that's why he
I
said
would have forgotten.
Yeah,
that.
dude.
future on
Dukes
the
is the #1 Rockies fan in this office.
He's got like a future.
Don't get it
No,
twisted.
let's come back because Clemmer's absolutely scoffed at Alec Boehm being a starting third baseman in the NFL. Clemmer is a baseball
you gotta
fanatic
be able to
and
name a
encyclopedia.
better third
Name a better third baseman in the NFL right now.
The NFL? Probably.
I couldn't name one.
Only
feel like
Smitty could be
McCaffrey.
winning an argument to stay NFL after.
I feel like Christian McCaffrey could get out in front of a baseball.
He can play the hot corner.
Yeah, he can play the hot corner.
Austin Riley.
I don't know if
We said Austin Riley. He's not
Having
having
a bad year.
Let me see. I have to look at the stats now.
Ken Caminiti.
Ken Caminiti, Charlie Hayes,
Scott Rowland.
David Freese. Come on, Clemmer, you scoffed.
I
You
did.
can't be a scoffer.
I did, Scott. But I may take it back.
I don't think you're allowed to take it back.
Oh, of course you can.
You
can
can't.
admit you're wrong.
You can't scoff off.
you can
You can't off scoff a scoff.
You can say you were wrong.
Brian Hayes.
Brian Hayes plays great defense. He can't hit. Damn. I know.
Just looked at projections.
Duke's just like third baseman. And
I did. I
baseman.
looked
Oh,
at projections. Every single one
It's
makes
a
like, nope,
fair.
not
It's a
him.
fair one.
There's
You know
not.
what?
Baum is having a very good season.
Having a very good season. He's batting 300.
You know what?
You know what?
Ellie is a third baseman technically.
I think he's shortstop.
Well,
I
if
know.
you look on there, Ellie De La Cruz is a third
Oh, really?
baseman
How's he
slash
been?
shortstop.
Yeah, he's a shortstop. About Smitty, how about this?
Really good.
I was wrong.
like
Alec
40
Boehm
stolen
deserves to be
bases.
the starter for the
45.
National League. Also, I apologize. I take it back.
Wow.
I was wrong.
You finally beat him.
There you go.
Wow.
Did it.
There
Beat
you go.
the man down.
Chris Clemmer admitted he is wrong.
Wow.
I do it all the time. I'm the only one on the show that does.
No.
I do.
He's fair.
Thank you.
No, he's not.
I am fair.
Fair and
He just
objective
says it a
Clemmer.
lot, so I think he is.
Yes, whenever he says he's fair all the time means he's fair.
It's important to remember how fair I am. No, Alec Boehm is having.
Chris Clemmer's baseball redaction brought to you by Chris Clemmer, starring Chris Clemmer. Rat race.
Also, I wanted to say this too because he had like three. He
Feeling
had
Kirk's
three,
bits now?
he had three consecutive horrible starts.
We drastically overrated Delhi.
Oh, I'll own everything I said in that blog. Absolutely. Everything I
fair.
said in that blog is absolutely right.
We're pulling receipts on him.
It's fine.
Meek did.
And honestly, look at his year. You would say that, like, and read every single word I wrote.
The second half of last year, he was bad.
You see him last night stealing a base on
Yes, after
the
a
league
throwback.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is just unreal speed.
Just-
The fact that you're able to pull off that nonsense and that
Oh, yeah.
is insane.
Not just a great player, an awful. Everything I said in that blog is absolutely right.
Fair.
I own it.
Okay. See, I think Luis Gill should have been an all-star too. He had 3 bad starts. Just want to throw that out there.
He's having a good year.
Honestly, that's kind of crazy. He's not.
I thought it was kind of crazy. He had such an incredible start. He had 3 like bad ones in a row. Then almost was like he didn't get him an all-star, and then had a really good one right after that. I mean, he's definitely been one of the best starting pitchers in the AL. He should have been an all-star.
Was Nestor Cortez snubbed?
No.
Because he's
solid,
average.
solid season.
He's having a good year.
He's average.
Solid season.
Going back.
So you were wrong. You admitted you were
Solid-
I
wrong.
admit I was wrong. That's another point. I said I was wrong.
Well, yeah, because it was pretty. It was.
No, but if I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong.
That couldn't have been the most. If you literally had to pick average pitcher in the dictionary, it would be Nestor Cortez.
I would say he's been above average this year.
Yeah.
This year he has. I would say he's above average in general. He had a rough year and a half stretch.
Well, yeah.
He was,
Justin,
he
you know
was
what?
hurt for a lot
You
of
know
it.
what? Justin Steele got snubbed. 2.98 ERA, 79 innings pitched.
Oh,
a
absolutely.
lot of good pitchers in the NL.
Yeah.
The problem though, the win-loss record.
It's just because Shota, even though Shota it's not been the best as of late, but
He gets started so hot.
he's also awesome and popular.
Christopher Sanchez kind of got snubbed too.
If Justin Steele had 8 or 9 wins, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, I had a stat from him that was Phil. Do you remember what the stat was from like 1963? A pitcher hasn't if you had a lower than 3.5 ERA,
I think it was like lower than a
Sounds
3.2
like
ERA.
a Bob Gibson stat.
it was crazy.
It was lower than a 3.2 ERA. No pitcher has gone without a win for like 12 starts with that.
Since the 60s?
And
Since
then
the 60s.
That is crazy.
it's even
Have a
funnier.
single win.
But it's even funnier that got his first win because he pitched a complete game.
Had to go earn that motherfucker.
Yep.
12
Bryce
starts,
Terang.
3.2 ERA. Nope.
He's a 2.9 ERA.
That really is
Crazy.
insane. That is insane.
2.9 ERA. He's got 1 win.
In a
Sounds like
year,
fucking, like,
yeah.
2020 DeGrom.
Yeah.
I know shit, right? Yeah.
Was Bryce Terang snubbed?
You could
In the
say.
Brewers? He has having
no
a good
idea.
season.
Somebody in the chat said it 5 times.
He's having a solid season.
Brewers are such a
I mean,
weird team.
they got Contreras and Yelichin, right? I mean,
Yeah,
they made it.
both starters, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's tough.
There you go.
A lot of guys get snubbed.
Nothing. He's just working. Anytime he's working the computer,
He just
just wait it out. Just what's he got?
Meek's in the lab.
He just walked over.
He's cooking up someone's old take.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Okay, oh no. Climber.
What are you trying to find, Phil? I can just tell you.
I gotcha.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I gotcha.
He's been waiting to do a lap on this Clemmer take.
I gotcha.
Keep talking.
Oh no, Phil, just say what it is.
You say what it is.
Just if I said it, I'll remember I said it. I'll say I'm wrong.
I want to get the exact wording.
Why?
Because it matters.
That's what we're looking at over here.
I'm upset Smitty wasn't on
What are
the.
you trying to find? Track record?
You weren't on the Philly video to Paul George.
Oh, they got Little Dicky.
Yeah, Mike Trout was on it.
Yeah, Mike Trout. Nah, that's all right. It's good.
You might have been. They said that in his clip. You said that like there was a lot of Philly faithful out there. So.
Phil's so proud of me. He had a big smile on his face and walked away.
I'm not just sleepy on the Brewers. This is a Saturday night. Take a couple gummies and don't even set the alarm clock.
Slumber. Yes, he said the Brewers thing was sleep on us. We dare you. I've been saying I was wrong, but Phil.
But also,
No, wait, I answered. No,
you're not technically wrong about you don't know like.
No, I was wrong. The Brewers have been very. No, they weren't.
They're
no,
good.
they weren't
They're
even
good.
very good.
I still don't believe it.
No, what was your take on the Brewers going into the season?
He said they
It's
suck.
not documented.
What
That's
did
the
you say, Phil?
I said they were betting. I said I was wrong.
He doesn't have to
So
document.
why you come after me for the same take, you dumb fuck?
That's what he does.
Because
Okay.
I want to.
Well, what? No. No, you can do that if you were right. If you were like, hey, I thought the Brewers were going to be good this year, then you can come at me. Absolutely. Like, you got me on that one.
Brewers. I'm gonna bring up what you said about the Milwaukee Brewers 4 fucking months
But you
ago.
said the same thing.
Yeah, but you said it.
But you said it,
But
Phil.
you
can't.
said it.
You can't dunk on
You
me if
said
we.
it.
If
Yes,
you,
I can.
I wouldn't know. If we're both wrong, you can't dunk on me. If you said the Brewers, if you like, for instance, Cortez. These guys were like, no, Cortez is average. I'm like, no, he's below average. I was wrong. He's having a good year this year. They can dunk on me. You can't say shit. You were wrong too, dumbass.
Does somebody have to be right for someone to be wrong? In this sense, does he have to be right about it?
Yes.
for
He
him
can't
to be
pull it up.
Yes.
He can't be
I agree.
dragging in the
I'm with you,
quicksand
Clemmer.
and then just
That's fair.
and just grab people.
See, that's being fair.
what
I'm
he's
not
doing.
even kidding.
But Meek
He's trying to embarrass me
Yeah.
because he made the same mistake. Like, what a piece of shit.
also when Meek like woke up this morning and
It's a shit thing to do.
tweeted and deleted his Brewers
There's another tweet.
Yeah, right.
There's another
like for
tweet.
this.
I was wrong about that trade. Yes, Phil. You know what's sad? Hey, Phil. A couple things. Phil, here's a couple things. A, it's sad you remember this.
This is the
Does he have
equivalent.
a file?
And Phil, what was your take on
I
this
love
trade when it
Clemmer's
happened?
baseball takes.
I said Vaughn Grissom sucked.
Oh, where's your pull up your tweet saying it was right then?
Clemmer, you don't want to go down this rabbit hole.
Oh, I do.
No, I don't think you do.
Hey Phil, let's pull up some of your. Can we see the likes you have too?
Full
Can
disclosure.
you pull up?
Likes are hidden now.
Oh no. But if you go in his account, you can find it, right? Things he's
No,
liked.
they're hidden.
Oh really? Oh, it's a
Full
shame.
disclosure, Clemmer.
We can't pull anime porn on this,
No.
this channel.
Let's go back and look at some things Phil has said and
All
done.
right, Clemmer, full disclosure. Meek texts me on the side, bad Clemmer takes. And I just say
I
save
said
him.
Vaughn Grissom couldn't win the shortstop job.
Just
I said
save
he
him
was
and bring him
awful.
out.
And
I
you-
don't know why he's bringing him out now.
You can dunk on me
There's a
about
lot.
Meek's got receipts.
Yeah, there's a lot.
that. Meek,
Oh, he was right.
Meek, you absolutely can dunk on me for this one. That's fair. The Brewers win, you can't. Does that make sense?
Oh, wait. I have one more thing.
Yeah, Meek, I don't know if right now is the time to be like unleashing these.
Yeah. So I said he was going to stay healthy, too. So,
Okay, and you
that
also
the
put an
last?
asterisk in Braves like a loser.
yeah, because Braves fans doxed me when I said something.
Oh,
about the
you're
last
afraid of people coming after you? And
Yes, I
you
don't
do the
want my
same.
parents' address being on the fucking
But you do the
internet,
same thing.
asshole.
But you do the same thing to me, though. Right? You're publicly
Can we all-
embarrassing me.
can we
but
all
you
in the
won't do
panel
it
accept
yourself.
that?
What a cow! Pull that tweet back up for a second. Pull that one back up.
What tweet?
This one.
There are days where I'm like,
So-
what are we gonna like? We gotta fill an hour.
So I want
10
to.
minutes of this.
Why?
I'm like,
Why are
I didn't
you so
factor that
quick?
in.
You're so quick to embarrass me and my bad takes. But why are you so afraid to? Well, you're hiding
Are you
behind
scared of
asterisks.
an asterisk?
No, you're
Is
afraid.
it the boogeyman to you?
No, no, Phil. You're afraid to write the word brave. You're afraid of an A. Literally.
Do you think he's being serious about
You guys
that?
are picking every. You
I
guys,
do.
no, this is now.
Absolutely.
Yes,
This is now a
Absolutely.
This is now a series. You guys are picking every NFL division before the season.
Fine.
for the
like this.
season.
This is good.
We will put it.
Documented.
We can put it in a box.
And I'll be wrong
Oh, I guess they'll
sometimes,
have to-
but I won't. But I
All
don't.
right,
I don't go
what's
through looking at
more
old
fun?
tweets to find
Clemmer
it.
won't be
What's
wrong.
more
He'll take
fun?
every favorite.
What's more fun? They tweet it, or we put it in a box
Tweet.
and lock it until the end of the season.
You have to make fun of the person during the year, though.
Oh, yeah, I think tweet.
Yeah, I
You
think
pull
we
it
got to
up.
know it like in
And
real
I also think, other than all the divisions, they need to pick
Yeah, they're-
one like lock.
It should also be
or
hot
go-to.
takes too, not hot takes, but like someone like how I think, and me and Ev say, like the Bills, we think that this is their year, right? Like something like that, or it's not like it's the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. It's like something that a team that you think's that going to maybe regress,
Or just different
that's gonna
things
be really
come
good.
up. Like they could see like players, so they could like my group of friends had a thing called dollar bets because it was not worth betting on, but it was just more of like takes. One guy's take. So you think can Patrick Mahomes have 2,000 passing yards this year? And you'd be like, no, I don't think so. All right, dollar bet. And now the two of them are on opposite sides. Just random things
I
as
think
they
the
go.
Houston
I think there
Texans
should be a
are-
list
I don't
between you
think they're
two
gonna
idiots.
Regress a lot. I think not a lot. I don't think they're going to be as good.
Okay.
So like that's like something where it's like obviously I can be very wrong about
Right.
that, but that's just what I think right now.
I think you got to
Something
pull it
like
up throughout the year because you don't know when an argument like this is going to show up.
My whole thing, my whole issue
Right.
with Phil is
Never
like
planned this.
He'll have Plummer's tweets memorized.
no, Phil will do this.
You're
Phil
going to fill out
likes
the entire
to.
NFL bracket and Super Bowl champion.
But he has to then tweet it out, no asterisks, and has to actually put it out there.
Yeah, all right.
And but then he'll be wrong, and that's the thing is he loves pointing out other people are wrong, but he won't be wrong himself.
Right, Clemmer, I'm actually going to ask you something. Do you think that he uses asterisks so it's harder to find his tweets?
That's what he just said. He just said that.
No, like for us to find his tweets.
Oh,
and his
I don't
takes.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I would know. Something to ask though.
I don't
Something
know.
to think about.
No, it was literally because last June a Braves fan put my parents' address on the timeline.
So then why
I
do you-
don't need to do that?
So why are you so quick to embarrass us when we're
Where
wrong?
are they? Are they still at 1801 Ocean Avenue?
And that's shitty behavior, Phil, for sure. But I'm just saying, like, it's funny how you're willing to dunk on other people, but if anyone dunks on you, you freak out.
Do you still know
It's
that
funny.
number,
You
Rico?
can dunk on me. Just don't put my fucking address out there.
But I wouldn't do that.
72 Queens Boulevard.
It's like
go
acting
get,
like it's
go get
never
the
happened.
fills.
Yeah, I know. Phil, guess what? We've all dealt with this shit.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
But
We don't put asterisks on stuff.
And you're questioning my methods.
I actually like the
It is very funny, Meek being like, "This is too far. Someone's gonna come up from Atlanta, Georgia,
I know.
and knock on my
Right.
door."
and then do what? Say hello. Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, you don't know how
Crazy
crazy
people out
get.
True.
down in the torture basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to Phil's house.
I think you're
Just
okay.
breaks Meek's Discord setup.
Or it's reverse. I knock on Meek's door, and all of a sudden, it's like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. They're in this basement. It's all dark.
Telling people to put the lotion in the basket.
Unbelievable. All right, let's go picks. Marty.
All right, the Yankees get back on track against the Rays. Rodon needs to pitch well. Shota plus 140 against the trash Orioles. I'm gonna go. Speaking of teams that hate me,
Oh, yeah. Well,
whoa.
yeah, I'd say, a bad take by you yesterday.
No, usually you have to prove something
All right.
to have any say against another team. I think that's fair. Also,
All right.
I think that you have to do something that's memorable.
Well, they did win the division last year.
I might
Yeah,
take the
and then-
Orioles to win
but-
the World Series.
Who?
Might take the Orioles to win the World Series.
Why is that?
Just because I just see how this is going.
Oh,
think you're
I
down a
can.
path.
I would.
That's going to lead to a playoff series.
And they're good.
Very good.
Yeah. Really good.
So the Yankees are good. too.
Yankees very good.
So I'm gonna go with the
The Orioles.
Rockies plus 145,
3 up in the Yankees.
and then I'm gonna go with the Pirates plus 150, and then the Braves minus 120.
Ev.
I'm on the Nationals plus 114. It's the Mets today. I'm also on the Yankees Rays over 8. And little dash for the people. I've been saying I've been watching Euros to get me by during the day. Euros today. Spain, France. Both teams to score plus 115. Spain to advance minus 120. Let's go. 3 p.m. sharp.
Orioles plus 650. I just placed it.
Wow. There you go.
Plus what?
It's a bad
Plus
bet.
650.
You
Win the
think
World
their-
Series?
You
Win the
think
World
their
Series.
pitching's gonna keep
I
up?
just see this path.
Do you think their pitching's gonna keep up?
I just see this path leading down to something, so I'm in on it.
Yeah, it's gonna lead down to them being absolutely nothing like they've been for the past decade.
Well, they won 100 games last year, Marty.
I have.
I know, but like you can't compare last year.
You have to do a little something, like win one game in the playoffs. I think that's fair. You win 100 games. Is anyone remember that when you literally didn't do a thing in the playoffs?
No, they completely bottomed out in the playoffs. Absolutely.
Yeah, like
No
that's
argument.
the
It
It was
most
like the Mets season.
important thing.
I think
It's
I'm
even worse. The Mets just won a game.
I'd rather win 70 games and then
No.
100 and then
No.
do nothing.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I want
I would.
a Yankees trend. I think there's been the Orioles fans have just talked so much shit forever. So for them to basically do like almost worse than what the Yankees have done the last like decade, and then be like, oh, we're fine. Like it's like, no, fuck you.
It's fair.
Like, you don't get to say, oh, hang your banner for 100 wins, and then literally get
the same
swept in the first round. Which the Yankees, at least when they've done it, they've lost in like second round or whatever, which is still dog shit for us. But
Yankees do.
Well, my
Yankees
point of,
lose with
like-
dignity.
it's more just don't do the same thing if arguably worse. And then, but we're not out there being like, oh fuck, like only now it's started a little bit because they've like started to get good and poke at us. So we're like, how can you do the same thing and then be like, like we're so good?
That's
They've
what-
done that. Listen, they might do something. They have a phenomenal young core, but until they do something,
They're not going to do anything.
Can I ask a
hope not.
very stupid question? Does local broadcast still carry the world? Would they still carry the World Series games?
Just radio broadcasts.
No, just radio. Yeah.
broadcast. Just radio.
Fox has.
My question, radio.
Right.
I think
Question
that's
is this:
for
if the
entire
Yankees make it all the way through, would Sterling miss the World Series?
Yes.
They would.
Well,
Okay.
Sterling's not on the team. Like he's not the radio guy anymore.
He's done.
So Susan Waldman would be able to call the game.
No, the fact that I know Sterling retired this year, so would they still be calling the games and he would miss those calls? Susan Waldman and the crew would still be.
Susan
calling
Waldman would
the
be
games?
calling the World Series games right now. Yes.
That's also part of it too. Like,
Yeah. So he'd missed right.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Like if the fact it would be hilarious if the Yankees did win the World Series and Sterling doesn't.
Sterling's not able to call the World Series games because he retired.
How would that be
that'd be hilarious.
funny?
He's just like an old man.
Poor
Like,
guy.
Not a
Guys
Yankee.
retired,
Not
like-
a Yankee guy. Not a Yankee.
The
guy.
way you say things.
It'd be really, Bosco,
Hilarious.
if the Yankees
He
made
doesn't
the
like
World Series, it
Sterling.
would be hilarious.
if he doesn't get to call it.
I hope we get some laughs.
I hope he doesn't get to call it then. I'd be really happy he doesn't get to call it.
I got the D-backs. It's Gallon Day. I'll take D-backs. And we're fresh off of cash last night. We got the hit parade. Rocking again tonight. Clemmer.
Despite what Phil says, I'm not wrong all the time. I'm going for 6 in a row now. Rays under 3.5 runs, my pick of the day. Rays over 3.5 runs. Excuse me, going against Carlos Rodon. And he just gives up runs like crazy the last 4 starts. So my other pick are Rockies under 3.5 runs. I'm just gonna keep doing that until they score some runs.
Clemmer, I love that Rodon pick, by the way. He is absolutely awful this season.
Thank you. Zach Allen under 2.5 runs. It is Zach Allen Day. It is in Arizona. Zach Allen in Arizona is very good. It's minus 140 for that one. There's a little juice in that one, but Zach Allen. Let's go.
All right. That is Pick Central. Yak up next.
Smitty.
Smitty. Oh shit. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Took too long. I started dragging out. I was like, this must be the end. Sorry, Smitty. Go ahead.
Rays money line. Also Schwarber and Harper back in the lineup tonight. Phillies team total over as well as money line.
All right. Yak up next.
Both back nine.